All right. Welcome, everybody, to the wonderful world of sports. I am here live with all my fellow sports fans. I have my brother, Big Rod, got my nephew, Jawan, Tyrell, and got the young stud, my cousin, Sean. What's up, fellas? Y'all ready for some football?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So, first game we're going to tackle, guys, is Thursday night. Detroit, Kansas City. Cuzzo, go first. You can tell us, where you land, how you feel. If we don't like what you're saying, we're going to energize. Oh, he had to put the glasses on to see. Okay.
So first off, I like what Dan Campbell got going into the season. Of course, he did pretty good last year. Okay, I seen a lot of things I like. He got a young offensive talent. Definitely, he got some players from my favorite college right now from Alabama. He got a stud over there. My dog. He got a stud over there. And with the recent trades they made this offseason, yeah, they are cool. But like I did say, they are a young team going against the defending Super Bowl champions here. It's week one at Arrowhead. We know them fans going to be lit. So I'm going to just go the safe route, take it nice and dandy. The Chiefs going to go up. I say about 37, and this is me being lenient, like a 38-17 type of game. Kansas City.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. I don't know what they got in that Baltimore water, but okay. 38-17?
Yeah.
Okay, cousin.
They going to come out there. It's going to be one of those games where it's going to be like
the ring?
script.
The Super Bowl
Yeah,
night?
yeah.
Okay. All right, Tyrell, what you got for us, Tyrell?
For Thursday, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Chiefs. I mean, the Detroit Lions have, pretty good. Like Sean was saying, they're pretty young, but I don't see any of their secondary being able to contain these receivers.
What receivers?
You got what's his name? Vandale Scalding, whatever his name is, and then you got
Scantling.
Huh?
Vandale Scantling.
Yeah, and then you got the one of the receivers that came from the Giants. He got too many weapons. He got the guy Moore.
Talking about Tony.
Yeah, I mean he got the same receivers that he had last year. The only one he lost was Mecole Hardman, but Mecole Hardman last year barely played any snaps with him.
Juju.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I did forget about Juju. He left, but I don't think Juju made enough of an impact on the team for me.
What's the score?
Getting his favorite target though, Kelsey is there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For me, the score, I think it's gonna be like 24-10.
24-10.
24-10. Okay.
Let me go next. Rob,
He itching.
Let me go next.
Talk your stuff.
I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. The Chiefs was the number one offense last year. The Lions was the number 5 in total offense last year. So if you like fireworks, I think this is the game you want to see. We already know Mahomes is going to put up some points, and I think the Lions are going to put up some points as well because of the Chiefs' defense, is their offense.
Yeah.
So, both teams are going to score. I think the Chiefs are going to outscore them, though, because one thing the Lions, like they say, they are young, but it's going to be a closer game than expected because the Lions are one of them teams I think is going to surprise a lot of people this year. I think it's going to be like a 42-34 game, 42-35 game, a lot of points, but I think Chiefs will prevail.
But we can't forget that Jameson Williams is going to be suspended for that gambling bet that he did. Gonna be a big impact.
I don't think he's gonna be a big impact as to what people say. Like one, he's suspended for the first 6 games, so he's.
Go ahead, Jawan. It's your pick. You can go next, Jawan.
Got you. No, absolutely. I'll definitely take that and run with it. He won't be a factor as the first 6 weeks. Okay, you still have Ahmad St. Brown. You have, as Cuzzo said, the big dog in Gibbs out the backfield. I was sad to see Jamal Williams go. He was a great target around the red zone there. He could punch it in from anywhere. They still have Jared Goff at the quarterback position. Okay, like let's not forget who we're dealing with here. He, took the Rams to a Super Bowl, but he did not do it. He was the game manager for them. I'm going with KC. I'm gonna give a little love to the Detroit family. I'm gonna go 49-28, but Mahomes and Kelsey, their connection is legit, and they're gonna start fireworks again this year.
Ooh, so you're trying to say Goff is not in that Mahomes category? You saying?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's Jared Goff for a reason. Okay, guys, he's more on the. I felt like if you rank him, he's right under Kirk Cousins, and he's just he's getting the job done. You can win a game with him, but you're going to lose a game because of him.
Let's be real. It's because of the supporting cast he's had around him for his success. A lot of them.
Well, let me ask my brother, because I know my brother got some stats. Was Jared Goff in top 10 in passing, or who was higher, Goff or Cousins? And you let me know, and I'll go with my pick. I'm going with the Chiefs, and I had written down 38-31.
Ooh.
Everybody else?
Okay.
38-31. I think it's going to be 38-31. So
I don't have those.
Huh?
I don't have those stats, bro. I don't know who was higher.
Got to work on the research and development department.
Yeah, we need an ESPN or FS1 contract. We'll get that in my ear. Hello? Hey, what? All right, so everybody agree on the Chiefs. Okay.
Right.
Next big game. I'm going to go Sunday, September 10th. We got the Carolina Panthers at Atlanta Falcons. Who wants to tackle that game first?
Oh man, I mean, I'll go. I feel like if history is going to repeat itself, you got the number 1 draft pick and Bryce Young coming into his first start. Big ball divisional game for him and the Panthers. They put a lot of great talent around him. I'm not going to hold you here. I don't think the receivers are going to get open. From what I saw in the preseason, it's a veteran group, but it's also a slow group. You don't have anyone that's breaking the top off of a defense. You don't have anyone that you can go to in a situational down for the Panthers.
Number 19.
Who's number 19? You talking about Thielen? Adam Thielen?
Possession birthday.
I understand, but you gotta get open, okay? And then you go into Atlanta. They got some dogs. Desmond Ridder hopefully can be the shining star that they hope that he will be for that team. You still got Drake London on the outside. You still got the monster and Kyle Pitts. The two-headed monster of Patterson and Algier will be interesting to see how that goes. I'm gonna go Atlanta. They get their first divisional win. Desmond Ridder does his thing. I'll go. It'll probably be a little bit of a tighter game since it's a divisional game. I'll go 35-28 Atlanta.
I jump in at the nephew. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this game because like their division was won with 8 and 9 last year, so we shouldn't even give them too much shine on our podcast or whatever this is, that we don't even get too much time on it. But I do like what the Falcons are doing. I like Bijan Robinson, the running back. I think he's going to do well this year. And they got, like my nephew said, they got some weapons, some young weapons. So I think they will prevail over the Panthers. The Panthers are they a work in progress. It's going to be nice to them. They're going to be a work in progress. So I like the Falcons. I'm going to say it's like 24-14.
Low score.
I'm gonna say the same thing like Big Rob said, and we ain't gonna waste too much time on this game. We're gonna get it in and get it out. If I'm looking at what I've seen so far in preseason when it comes to the Panthers, I don't know if you guys been following Hard Knocks on HBO Max with the Jets. Joint practice, that O-line looks terrible. Bryce Young is going to die. He is going to be running for his life against a mediocre defensive line that will look like the Purple People Eaters, if we can remember them.
Were you even born?
Week 1, because this O-line, I wasn't. I know my history now. I'm just not sold on that offensive line there. They coming in with a rookie quarterback, but like you said, a veteran group at some wide receivers with Thielen there. But I got this being like a 17-14 type of game.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go opposite of everybody else here. I got Carolina taking this game. I'm gonna say it'd be like more like a 14-10 game. That's where I'm gonna say 14-10.
Against your boy Heineke? Is this because he left you guys?
No.
Okay. Just had to make sure.
You thought his pick was personal?
Yeah, I thought it was a little spike behind that one.
I got Falcons 28-17. 28-17. That's all I gotta say. Next game, we're going to Cuzzo's division. We got Cincinnati and Cleveland. We'll let Cuzzo tackle this one first.
With Barrow coming back to practice this week, and Deshaun Watson coming on like a somewhat of a revenge tour, as we suppose this year is kind of his first year. He'll have an actual off season with this team, with this new offense. They have added some new weapons with Elijah Moore going over there. That's an extreme weapon for him. Still having a decent receiving core over there, and they still have one of the best running backs in the league, and Nick Chubb. So this is a division game, so I expect it to be one of those 24-17. But sleeper pick, I think I have Cleveland beating Cincinnati, because last year Cincinnati came out against Pittsburgh and looked absolutely confused in week 1 in another divisional game. And I'm still not sold. I don't like Cincinnati, so we're going to get that through people's head. I don't like Cincinnati at all. But definitely, I think that's my first upset of week 1. Cleveland beating Cincinnati 24-17.
I'm going with Cleveland too, because I don't think Joe Big Time gonna play, and I think that the defensive line of Cleveland is pretty decent. And Nick Chubb, I think, is going to have about a buck and some change. They're going to hand it off to him. I'm going with Cleveland, 28-20.
All right. I'm going to go opposite on this one. I'm going to say Bengals is going to win regardless whether Burrow plays or not.
Okay.
For me, I mean, the way I see those teams playing, I think it's going to be more like a 24-17 type game.
Bengals. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the I think the Bengals gonna win. It's gonna be a bruiser of a game. You know, this division they play a very good defense. You know, so it's gonna be a knock them out, drag them out, old school type of game. I think Watson had some time on his belt. He didn't look too good last year. He had some time on his belt to work with his team this year. He's trying to come back, so he's on like a revenge tour. But I think it's gonna take a couple of weeks for him to get back. Even without Burrow, I think the Bengals got enough weapons to prevail in this game. So I'm going to say it's going to be about 24-17. 24-17 sound good to me.
No massages this year. Okay. Juwan, we're waiting for you. I think Juwan's stuck. He's stuck in translation. Looks like he's stuck.
Yeah.
That's what happened. All right, we'll come back to Juwan on that pick. I'll leave it open till he start moving. Let's go to the next game. Jacksonville and Indianapolis. Who want to tackle that one first?
Indy.
I'm about to say I go first. Okay. I'm just gonna pick the Jaguars, 31-10. 31-10.
I was gonna say the Jags are gonna take that game. I think it's gonna be like more like a like a 31-17, 31-20 type game.
I think we all gonna be in agreement here. I think the Jaguars gonna win this game. I don't know what the Colts got going on right now. They only want to sign a running back. They looking to give a trade. I don't know. They got a lot going on right now. So, we all will take them. We all will take them. Nowadays in the NFL, you need 2 good running backs to be back there so you can do something, But the Colts, they got work to do. I think the Jaguars gonna win this one. I don't even think this is gonna be close. I'm gonna go 35-14.
This game ain't gonna be close at all. We're looking at the Jacksonville Jaguars, who coming off a playoff win last year that was totally unexpected. Down late in the game, rookie quarterback step up and said, "I'm that guy." And not only did he say that, he gave the league a message with that, was saying he can step up and be one of them guys up there with the Mahomes. And we're not saying he there yet, but he can be one of those guys. He going up against a division rival of a defense he been slaughtered before. I think he putting up 5 touchdowns this game. Honestly, he might do that. But I'm going Jacksonville 39-7.
39-7. Juwan, welcome back.
Appreciate it.
We're gonna go hit you with your Browns and Bengals pick. Then we need your Jags and Colts pick.
Got you. Yeah. For Browns and Bengals, I'm gonna rock with the hometown kid and Deshaun. A little bit of a revenge tour, as Cuzzo was saying. He still got Amari Cooper on his outside, and I feel like David Njoku, he's primed for a breakout season this year. So yeah, I'm gonna go Browns 35-28.
A lot of points. Jags and Colts. Somebody told me he's gonna pick the Colts, but we're gonna see what you're gonna say.
Nah, that Colts team isn't looking too pretty, but that defense is still gonna be a monster, especially that front four. I'm gonna go with the smart route here. I'm gonna go Jags and Sunshine over there with the gambling man himself, Calvin Ridley coming back. We'll go 35-14, but hopefully Anthony Richardson can do a little something for us.
For us, is that your team?
Just for
I just want to ask. I want to.
It's not my team. We all watched my team, lose the Super Bowl last year on one play.
But did everybody catch what he said for us? Was I hearing stuff?
For the viewing, for the fans that are viewing the game of football, you don't want to see number 2, number 3 pick go out in flames. But hopefully my guy can do a little something.
All right, next game, Tampa Bay at Minnesota.
I'll start off. I got the Bucks on this game.
Go ahead. What's the score, Bucks?
The Bucks. I got the Bucks winning 21-14.
Crazy talk starting early. Okay. He clearly hasn't been watching anything that's been going on recently. I like this young receiving core that Minnesota's got going on over there. Justin Jefferson, we already know he's coming out as one of the top guys out there. He's him, the monster. All right, the other LSU legend, who I think is better than Jamar Chase, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Kirk Cousins coming out. Tampa Bay, they got Baker Mayfield. It's Baker Mayfield. Let's be real. I'm going to just leave it at that. And I say this one is going to be a 24-10 type of game.
24-10. Who you got?
With the loss of Dalvin Cook, that's the reason I put that score there.
So you got Vikings.
Vikings.
Okay. I'm just asking because we got one Bucks. I got to ask these questions.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Tyrell in Tampa. Maybe that's a home field choice. He down in Florida. He's wishful thinking. Hopefully Tampa Bay can do something.
They're salty about Kirk Cousins, bro.
That too. That could be it too. But Kirk Cousins produced like he's doing the numbers, and like they said, Justin Jefferson is he's gonna get his numbers. He's gonna do what he got to do. So I mean, I'm going with the Vikings in this one, even though they lost us in the playoffs last year. Let me throw that out there. I'm gonna go with the Vikings on this one, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be like 20 to 10. 20 to 10.
What time is this game?
1 o'clock in Minnesota. So what time is that in Minnesota?
That's
Minnesota's
It's on our time? Okay. Thought it was an hour difference.
Oh, so you good. As long as it ain't prime time, Kirk Cousins going to play. So I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings.
Sure.
We'll put up some points. I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on Alexander Madison. He's not going to be Dalvin Cook. He's going to get them to a situation that, he can't be reliable. So I'm going to go 21-10 Minnesota.
21-10. Okay.
I got Jefferson scoring 2 touchdowns. I think he's gonna have 8 catches, buck 30, 2 tubs. So I got 24-7. 24-7 Vikings. I think Baker gonna throw about 2 interceptions, I think. 24-7.
Right.
The game of the week. Tennessee at New Orleans. Nah, I'm only messing with y'all.
I'm about to say the game of the week. What?
Game of the week. Oh my God. This is a drowsy week here.
1 o'clock. Tennessee at New Orleans. I go first. Tennessee, I just think that they got to figure out the quarterback. I think they've been drafting. They drafted quarterback the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. And none of them play. None of them they start. They bench Tannehill, try to bring him back. Bench him, try to bring him back. They got the big monster back there that they're going to get about 40, 50 carries. And I think just New Orleans.
97 yards.
I like, about 40 carries, 82 yards. But he always break one long one. So he'd probably have 100 or something. He break that one for 40 or 50, but then have 2 yards a pop for the rest of them. So I'm going Who Dat Nation 31-17. 31-17.
Let me jump in on this right here because I think the Saints going to surprise a lot of people this year as long as Derek Carr plays well. Because they get in the receiver Michael Thomas back.
Slant, man.
They got Olave out there who's another great addition opposite of Thomas.
Bro, he stole
so
a
I
lot
mean,
of he stole a lot of money. Michael Thomas stole a lot of money, but go ahead.
Yes, he did. So he gonna earn it though. He gonna earn it back, man. He gonna earn it back. They got Alvin Kamara, who might be missing a couple of games, but when he come back, they're gonna be their offense is gonna. Long as Derek Carr plays up to his potential, their offense is gonna be good. And one thing about the Saints, they always play good defense. Their defense is always good, so they're gonna shut down Henry. I don't think Henry's gonna get 100 yards. I don't think Henry's gonna get 100 yards. They're gonna shut Henry down. And I like the Saints to win by at least 10. I'm going to go 27-17.
I got the Saints also winning. I picked them.
You picked the Super Bowl, right?
Huh?
You picked the Saints to win the Super Bowl, right?
I didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
But I got the score being 17-7.
Low scoring game in this one?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be high at all. It just don't seem the way it's gonna be out. I think Henry has scored the only touchdown for Tennessee, and that'll be it.
Okay. All right, so I guess it's left on me. I'm going to stay with the cool heads, I guess, and go with the New Orleans Saints. Yes, they have a dynamic offense this year. We got Derek Carr over there.
David's the commentator now.
And Chris Olave, Alvin Kamara, the addition with Michael Thomas coming back, the slant boy, as we all know. But it's just he has the receiving core he didn't have in Vegas, but similar, very similar. If you look at it on paper, it's kind of a similar lineup if you take a deep dive into that. But yeah, I got this one being a 28-14 game.
Okay.
Saints.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the same route. New Orleans, they pack their defense everywhere they go. It's in a dome, so no need to worry about King Henry running over folks there. I'll definitely give a little love to Tannehill and to D Hop. You got to go through Lattimore on the outside, so that's going to be a challenge in itself. New Orleans is going to win 28-14.
Now, here's the game of the week for the 1 o'clock. We got San Fran 49ers at Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'll start this one off. I think it's going to be a really good game, but with the Steelers being so young in the important positions, I don't think they have enough to keep up with San Francisco. San Francisco is going to win the game 28-14.
I'm gonna jump right on after that. Let me start this off by saying I hate the Steelers, and I hope they score 0 points in week 1 if I had to pick. I had to be brutally honest. But no, they looked pretty dang decent in preseason. But those two rookies, that QB wide receiver connection, Pickens, he first of all, he just catches anything. That's the first thing. You throw anything to that guy, he catches. I seen him in camp, watched him doing preseason. He's doing a lot of things, but it is that San Francisco defense we talking about. And that bad boy off the edge will eat, and he will get some sacks. They got some linebackers, that's some dogs. They got some defensive backs, that's some dogs. And my guy Purdy, he gonna do his thing. I got him going for about 3 tubs this game in the 35-7 type win.
35-7. Who's winning?
You said San
I
Fran?
wanted to give him 0, but
I
yeah,
know
San Fran.
I know he's a homer. That's all. I'm just double checking.
I mean, I definitely wish Purdy was playing when we played him back in the NFC Championship game.
Okay.
But that hopefully now they're back fully loaded, got everyone healthy, back for another run because like that NFC is going to be a beast of itself. I'm gonna give a nod to San Francisco, but please don't sleep on Pittsburgh. That's a young team that's going to be here for many years, and because they might be on your heels in the AFC towards the end of that season because Mike Tomlin does not have a losing season yet. That brother doesn't lose too many games.
Woo!
But I'm gonna give a nod to Steph, and they just put up points in bunches. So we're gonna go 42-14 SF.
Okay. I'll jump in. Let me shout out Kenny Pickett for the Steelers. Like they said, they're still from Jersey. Sure, their team to watch out for on the rise this year. They're going to play good defense. They're going to be well coached. So, I mean, it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a 3-point game. The Niners got weapons on offense. They got a legit defense. They are the NFC. They're the class of the NFC right now. So, I mean, I expect the Niners to win, but I think it's going to be a close game. I'm going to go 23-20.
I'm surprised by that. I like that prediction.
I'm going Pittsburgh. 24-20.
Ooh.
I'm going with the Steelers.
That's a heavy reach.
I'm going with the young guns.
That's a heavy reach.
It's not a heavy reach. I just think that a lot of people sleeping on Pittsburgh, man. Pittsburgh, they not far. They're young, but they're not far.
Oh, no. I'm not saying
Tomlin, he's probably the only coach in the NFL currently that didn't have a losing record. Even Belichick had losing records. So, I mean, we got to give Tomlin props. I don't know how he do it because he can have us 5 out there and we'd be top 5 defense. I mean, that's just what goes on.
Bro, if this was like November, December, and the weather was going to be bad, I would agree with you in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
But
I would too.
it's early. It's not gonna be too bad. The Niners got a point to prove. They don't like the way they went out in the playoffs last year, so I
They
don't see them dropping this game.
they playing in San Fran, right?
Nah, Pittsburgh.
Nah,
It's in Pittsburgh.
I mean, okay,
But
so
you know
I mean,
it's a 1:00 game. It's gonna be sunny there.
right? It's gonna be like 75 degrees, so they should be good.
Yeah, but I just think that the young guns, they ain't gonna understand because it's the first game. What's going on? They gonna go out there and wild out like it's a college game. That's how I feel. I just think that Pickens, he gonna have a great game. I just think Pickett is. I like Pickett. I just think that they hit on Pickett, even though Ben Roethlisberger didn't really like Pickett last year, but then he saw what Pickett did. Like they started winning. So I'm going with the Steelers. Sorry, I don't agree with y'all. Here we go. Arizona at Washington.
Oh, this right here is a no-brainer. I mean,
oh my God, you got a no-brainer?
this game is a no-brainer. This right here is going to set the tone for our season this year.
Against the Cardinals?
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding us.
No. We're gonna show everybody, how many points and what we can do here this year.
Yo, the Cardinals probably can't even beat some college teams, man.
Yeah, but we're gonna put it on them. Let everybody know we serious.
Y'all going up against Joshua Dobbs, man. He's gonna be the starting quarterback. What do you mean? Like, are you kidding me? You gonna put it on him? Y'all better win.
I mean, the score is gonna probably be like 42-7.
42-7,
bro. Scary Terry playing
42-7.
Okay. Hit y'all, huh? That hurricane had to hit you because something hit upside your head. Oh my God. 42-7. All right, now.
I think Washington's going to win. I got 28-17. I think Washington, they should win this game.
Scary Terry scoring 2 touchdowns. Brian Johnson gonna score a touchdown. Brian Robinson.
I got 28-17.
That's 21.
Yeah, I got 28-17.
We're probably gonna get a pick 6.
I also believe Washington is gonna win this game, and it's not gonna be close. The defense is gonna dominate. They always have a good defense, so they're gonna put pressure on Hobbs. Is a backup quarterback who's actually starting because Kyler Murray's not playing. They done got rid of whoever else Kyler Murray's throwing the ball to. So, like, who out there? Who out there playing? Tyrell, if y'all lose this game, y'all will be last in the NFC East for sure. So, there's no way in the world Washington should lose this game. They should win by at least 2 touchdowns. I'm not going to give you 42 points.
It's got to be more.
Because y'all offense – I'm not going to give you 42 points because y'all offense is not like that. But I think y'all should get about 30 to 10. 30-10.
They got rid of their best corner and best athlete on defense.
Yeah, he with the Giants.
Right. Then
they
got
thank you. And the Giants said thank you.
That's right. Yes, we did.
So on that one, I know that Washington is going to get this game because it's one of those games where it's like you're going up against a backup quarterback, and then you got some big fellas up front on that front 5 or front 7 that's hungry, that's ready to eat. Chase Young coming off of an injury. I know he's ready to get active. So I'm going to give this one 28-13.
It's also a contract year for Chase Young. On his option.
Very true. I feel like that I'll stick with the consensus here. Washington should win. They should dominate. Hobbs coming off of 10 days with the team, so we'll see what he can produce. They still have James Conner, so that's a big bruiser right there in the passing game as well in the run game with that front 4, front 6, front 7 is talking about for Washington. Who Hobbs is throwing to, couldn't tell you. He could put the 5 of us out there. We could put a couple yards, but that's about it. I'm gonna go Washington 28-7.
In the last of our 1:00 games, we got to go to Baltimore.
I go first with this one. I go first because my
Houston.
boy went there. Odell, my boy, he went there.
Houston at Baltimore.
My boy went there. Odell, I'm always gonna love Odell. He started with us, I always root for him. Hopefully, he stay healthy and he put up some numbers. The Ravens finally got somebody for Lamar to throw to besides Andrews. They went and got Flowers. They got Odell Beckham. They gave him some receivers now. So I'm looking for the Ravens offense to produce, to put up some numbers. Their defense is going to be their defense. They're going to do what they got to do. Lamar's going to do what he got to do. The Ravens are looking to take that next step this year. So I think the Ravens win by 2 touchdowns. I'm going to go 35-10. 35-10.
That's more than 2 touchdowns.
I know, but at least 2 touchdowns they're going to win by. 35-10. CJ Stroud going to be in for a long day.
I'll go. I think Baltimore is going to put a lot of pressure on the rookie. He thought he looked confused in preseason. The Ravens going to mix all types of different schemes, all with packages. That's what they do. I watch a lot of these Raven games because I got a Raven homer that always call me and bother me. So I think Baltimore wins 31-10. 31-10.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna go with Baltimore. I think it's gonna be 28-7 for the score.
I feel like we might see flashes of a young CJ Stroud that he can do a little something. But I feel like they haven't put enough around him yet. He has Dell Jr., the receiver from Houston that he liked, that they drafted after him. But yeah, it's still a work in progress for the Houston Texans. I like the team, very young, up and coming, but Baltimore is going to take it. Hopefully, Lamar and his receiving core can show us what they're going to do in the AFC for Cuzzo's sake and his sanity. I'm going to go Baltimore 28-10.
It's me up. Let's go. Okay, yeah. So everyone's focusing on this offensive side of the ball. Yeah, on paper we look amazing, but like the great Muhammad Ali said, everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And me being a Ravens fan, I know how that goes. So yes, we do look good on paper. The one thing I am concerned with going into this game is our defensive backs. We are going up against a rookie quarterback, so we do get some leeway with that, but we do have a young DB room who isn't very experienced and can get burned up by some guys that's like wide receiver 3s on some teams. But it's week 1. It's in Baltimore. This is everything we've been wanting for offensively for Lamar. I think this is going to be the real 42-7 game because, like everyone else has agreed, the Ravens defense is the Ravens defense. We got a defensive coordinator who's going to throw a bunch of different coverages at a rookie quarterback. We got some rookies. We got some monsters. We got some veterans on that defensive end. So he in for a rude awakening.
Okay, everybody, that's our Thursday night and 1:00 picks. We have a few minutes. I want to go around the room to see. Oh, there go Jawan. He went away again. I want to see who's the surprise team for y'all that didn't make the playoffs that will make the playoffs this year.
I'll go first. The Saints. Like I said, I expect things from the Saints this year. They got a lot of people coming back. As long as they produce on offense, their defense is going to play well. I expect them to make the playoffs. And plus, they had the NFC. The NFC is the lower echelon. The AFC is where all the competitive teams are at. The NFC right now, is easier to get in the playoffs in the NFC. So I expect the Saints to get in there. Plus, their division. Their division ain't that good. So I think the Saints will get in there this year.
Okay. For me, I do agree with that, but I want to go somewhere slightly different. They would have an uphill battle to do it, but they can do it. The Seahawks.
Didn't they make the playoffs last year?
Huh?
The Seahawks made the playoffs last year.
I thought they were out.
It was the wild card 3 last year. They was in.
Oh, okay, my bad. Well, then I'm gonna stay with the Saints. I didn't think I thought the Seahawks were out last year.
There go Tyrell, boy. There go Ty. We already know.
That's what he say. He reaching. I'm like, oh man. I was going to say like who he picked. I was about to say the Bucks or somebody. I was nervous.
Mm-mm.
I think I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions. They got close. They didn't make it. They had to win that game in Lambeau. I think Detroit will make the playoffs this year.
All right. I'm going with a team who looked horrendous last year and had a lot of high hopes coming into this season. But I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos. I think they're going to be a sneaky team, sneaky wild card team that do make it into the playoffs this year with the addition of Sean Payton. Russell's in his second year. I hope he got some sense in his head because I don't know what that was last year. But you will hear me say a lot this season, Broncos country, let's ride. And
let's
shout
ride.
out to my cousin Jalen for that one. Yeah, Broncos country, let's ride. If he listening to this out there, definitely know I got some high hopes for his team this year.
Hey, well, another one for y'all though. I'm surprised nobody said it. The New York Jets. They didn't make the playoffs last year. They went and got Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but that
got
would.
Dalvin Cook. Their defense is legit.
Yeah, but that would.
They,
Yeah, but this wouldn't be a surprise. It's more like an
Yeah, it
expectation.
wouldn't be a surprise.
he
That's
just
more
said who
like
didn't
an
make the playoffs last year though.
They didn't make them. They didn't make
They
the
didn't make
playoffs.
it last
I
year.
thought it was a surprise one.
The question was who would shock you that would make the playoffs this year?
Not sold on the Jets.
No, I think they'll make the playoffs, but I don't think they'll win the Super
I
Bowl.
think they're third in that division. If Tua stay healthy, I think they third. If Tua don't, I think the Jets be second. But I think the Bills going to win the division.
I don't think the Bills would in the division this year.
I don't think so either.
It's going to be the Jets or the Dolphins. I don't think the Bills would in the division this year.
Okay.
Something's going on in Buffalo that Diggs won't out.
Coming in bottom.
Who coming in the bottom? Patriots?
They come out this season by week 6. I got the Patriots at the bottom, but week 6, I'm going to come out about why Diggs wants out of there because this is either it's going to happen then, or if the same thing happens again in the playoffs where they get super close and have to go into Arrowhead or have to play Cincinnati at home. If they don't pull through with that, it's wraps for that duo. And Bills Mafia is going down back to Sad Town.
We got about 2 minutes. MVPs.
Ooh. Wow. Who want to go first? Anybody want to go first?
I take one.
Oh.
I take it.
Go ahead, Cazzo.
I'm going with the wide receiver from Minnesota Vikings. I know it's tough for a wide receiver to be MVP, but I think if he breaks Megatron's receiving record, I think he'll win MVP.
Won't happen.
Oh man.
Won't happen.
If he breaks it, he'll win MVP.
I'll let you know when somebody's gonna break it though.
I'll go next, and this gonna make Cuzzo happy right here. I'm gonna say Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, MVP. Like I said, they got him some weapons. He got that contract now. I mean, he's out there. He's gonna play ball. He's gonna make sure he works the hype. You know what I'm saying? So he's out there. He got a point to prove. So I think Lamar Jackson MVP.
I want him to be MVP unless it's got Super Bowl in front of it. Super Bowl in front of it. But my MVP this year, actually be. I wanted to be Russell. I don't know what has come over me. Like I had some high hopes for Denver this year.
Russell.
I really think it could be Russell. I think he could have a turnaround year. We haven't seen him have he's had that was the worst year of his career. But I think he can come back and show us the Seahawks Russell Wilson.
Man, I think we need a drug test.
Don't be surprised if he have a good season this year. I'm telling y'all.
I don't know. We have drug tests on podcast.
I think Denver gonna be pretty good this year, though. I think the coach is gonna help Russell out, and he's gonna do better than he did last year. He can't do no worse, but I mean,
nephew, who's your MVP, nephew? Sam Howell.
I don't know. I think the Chiefs might make it back, and Mahomes might get it.
Mahomes.
He's going with the front runner, huh? He's going with the front runner.
Fair.
I don't see nobody else. That's going to be able to keep up with his numbers.
Surprised anybody say Jalen Hurts. Nephew probably would have said that.
Yeah. Nephew, if he was on there.
But I don't know. I really don't see the Eagles doing what they did again last year. I think they struggle to make a 10-win team this year.
10 wins? Wow.
That's a whole nother.
Well, guys, it shouldn't be this surprising coming from the man who said that the Commanders are going to win their division. This isn't the most craziest thing he said tonight. So
I've been worried about nephew. I've been worried about my nephew for a long time because he be texting me some crazy stuff, and I don't know what's going on down in Florida. I don't understand. Like he said, Jerry Rice is not the best receiver in the game ever. Like I don't understand. Like I don't know. It's a lot he got going on.
Woodson was better than Deion Sanders.
Yeah. He something wrong with him.
Well, we definitely gonna have a long NFL season talking about this, guys. So we're gonna wrap up our Thursday and 1:00 games, and we'll come back and give them our 4-hour prime time Sunday night game, big NFC East game, and then we'll go to that big Monday night Jets Buffalo. So thanks for tuning in. We'll have a second segment for all the 4 and 8 o'clock games. Thank you for tuning in to Sports Talk with the Family.